Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and this is my late review of Patriots Day. The story goes Patriots Day is about the true story of the bombing of the Boston Marathon in 2013 and the search thereafter for the terrorists involved. It stars Mark Whalberg, Michelle Monaghan, J.K. Simmons, and Kevin Bacon, and it's directed and partly written by Peter Berg. Peter Berg is the same guy who he also directed Lone Survivor, another true story, and Deepwater Horizon, another true story. Deepwater Horizon I did see recently, and I enjoyed that a lot. Um, Patriots Day. Now, the reason I took so long to see this movie really was this movie, when movies are based on true events, especially when those events are tragic, I always find there's a fine line between sensationalism and memoriam, in that you're trying to give respect to the people and remember those that lost their lives and those that were heroic in helping catch these horrible people after what they did. But you don't want to sensationalize what happened. You don't want to turn it into something it's not. It's a tragedy. It's something we need to learn from and grow from. But in this climate that we're in right now, when things are so, for want of a better word, aggressive, I think this movie may be, I don't know, it's a little antagonistic if you're not careful. But for the most, I think Peter Berg did a wonderful job here of focusing more on the survivors, on what they went through, and the difficult and traumatic things they had to go through, and yet they persevered and they have stood up against these horrible people who just wantonly destroy for whatever reason they alone know. And he also paid he focused a lot on that, which I really appreciated, and on the difficulties it would the of being a first responder in a situation like that. So Mark Wahlberg, again, he does a great job here. I enjoyed him as well in Deepwater Horizon, although would say I like the Kurt Russell character more. Something about the way he played that character I enjoyed a little bit more, even though he wasn't on screen as much. But Mark Wahlberg, he's no stranger to these types of true life event stories. He does do a good job of being that type of everyman character, and he does a great job here. I think he has to put himself through a lot more emotionally here than he did in Deepwater Horizon, and I think he did a great job. Overall, though, this movie ran a bit long for my taste. I was kind of checking my watch at certain points in time. I just felt like maybe certain things could have been edited a bit tighter to add a little more tension, a little more suspense. I did feel it in certain scenes, especially there's a scene where a young guy is abducted for his vehicle, and he's kind of basically kidnapped, and he's trying to get away from these two guys. That scene was wrought with tension, and I really enjoyed that. But overall, I think your enjoyment of this movie may rely on how much you like movies that are based on true events. For me, it's always a little hard to watch films like this because it's always in the back of my mind that I can't really enjoy it on an entertainment level because this is such a tragic thing that happens. That's always playing in the back of my head, and it stops me from getting fully invested in the movie aspect of what I'm watching. That doesn't take away from the fact that this is a well constructed, well shot film, and for the most, everybody did their best. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's not going to be everybody's type of film. Like I said, Deepwater Horizon for me was also a learning experience because to see up close what happened and how events went down, I enjoyed that. But it was also very action packed, so to speak, and I could enjoy it on that level. This is a lot more grounded because the events are just so difficult to watch. But I guess it's about focusing on what these people were able to triumph over and not giving should I say, kudos to the horrible people that did that horrible thing. You know, so 6.5 out of 10. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. So till next time, bye bye.